Hello! So today we are going another round on the PDF parsing, and this time the plan is to add tags to the database. So you can type a tag in and then it will stay there basically. And then hopefully you'll be able to search for it and things like that. So we'll see how far we get today. But that's the plan. So let me just the aim is that we have a column here somewhere, and there'll be a box and you'll be able to type it in, and then there'll be a button that you click submit, and then it will add that tag to the image. So that's the plan, and here's the code. So I think the first thing to do is to show the tags. And basically my idea is that it was just a comma separated list, and so because then if we just store it as a text field in the database, I think that would make the most sense. So first thing to do is, at the moment we've got we're using the test graph and test paper, and then we've got papers and graphs as from previous iterations. So when I think at some point soon when I'll take a backup of that and I'll delete it, so we'll just have one. But for now, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to rename. I think it's rename the name to. No, it's rename table. And then we want graphs to old graphs. And then we want papers to old papers, and good. And then the test graph is just going to become graphs, because that makes a lot more sense. And in the same way, paper is going to become papers. Good. So sorry, not sure exactly what I clicked on there. Anyway, so I'm going to change that, and hopefully this still works, and excellent. So now we want to add a column to graphs which contains the tags, is there a way to do an array? I suppose we could store it in JSON. That might be the easiest way to do it. So what I think we'll do is we want to alter table graphs, add column tags, which is a varchar 255, and let's see, this is my so this is going to be in the graph, so I'll just put it after image text. img text. Oh no. How do you get out? So I need to put right. So then we want to go show columns from graphs, and then we have tags, which is nullable. That's fine. Good. So now what we want is in the printing logic here, we want a, let's see, where do we want it? We can always move it. Let me just see here. So it probably makes sense to put it by the year. I mean, you can get rid of the ID column because that just gives you the paper ID. That's not very useful at the moment unless it's sort of debugging. So if you put it over there, I suppose I'll just do that for now, and then I can change it later. So if I add a header, which is going to be the tags, and then here I'll just put in tags for now. So it's a placeholder. Excellent. So then let's up here go $tags equals tags for now, and then that's no change, which is good. So then so let's try see what happens if we put in db row there. Now that should just be that's nothing. Let me so if $tags equals null, well, I suppose what we can do is just let's add the var dump in. Let's just do 1. So we have ID, paper ID, tags is null. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'll show you this here. Yeah, we have tags null here. Okay, so that's fine. So then so if we're going to store them as JSON, then let's do if tags not equal to null, then we want to do $tags equals $tags and then it's JSON decode. I mean, I think it's one of the ones which is sensibly named. So I think JSON decode. But then that should give an array, and then we want to join that array together, which, yeah, so we'd want to, so then that's join, and then we do comma space like that. So that won't do anything, but let's do so we want to update a row. So let's where's oh, I think I must have closed the closed putty by accident. Right. So so we want to, let's see, I set so let's try update, So we want to, let's say, select all from graphs where ID equals 1. So we don't want everything, let's just get ID page num and image path. Much more civilized. Right. Oh, and we should also get tags. So let me just add that. So now we have tags, which is a varchar 255. So now we want to update graphs, set tags equal and then the value we want is going to be well, let's just do ID equals 1. Let's just right, okay. So then if we want to do the JSON, then we would need to escape these. Good. So now move that over there. We should so now this should no longer be let me just get rid of that. So what? Oh, right, so that works. Now is that is that, I can't remember whether that's valid JSON. Maybe you need you'd probably just want instead of, because that's for an associative one. So let's try switching that. Excellent. Now that works. So if we add another term in here, we do other thing. Then that works. So then so now I think the displaying is done. Now I should do a search. So we want on after search we want tag search, and then we put that in there. There and there. So yeah, that's showing up there. So then what we want to do in our search logic, this I think we want to so I think if we, because we always, where's statement? Well, I think if we, so this here, how, so does this, well, actually, is this even necessary? Because I guess it still does that, but doesn't seem to make any difference. Should get rid of, really should get rid of that var dump. Let's see. But if we, let me just go, get rid of that var dump. So, I didn't uncomment that. So what I should do is in this branch here, I should also because how is it so, I see, it's putting the where statement in there. Well, can't we just do the same thing? There's no reason not to. So what we could do is, so this we could put down here. And then this block of code, press not equals null, that is that's the same. So so I guess that means if we have both a Um, let's just go back and see how it. So the difference is, it's sticking on the end. But would it work any differently if I? Oh, it probably causes an error, right? So then all I need to do is, if I can move this out, but instead of get rid of that, and then all I do is I do a because if year is the only stipulation, then we don't want to add a so what I suppose is we could do is we could say here where statement equals empty, and it would just be redefined there. So then we can get rid of this else. So then we can say if, or we could just, we could just put this first. So if we put this up here, don't need the brackets. Oh no, because then it would just be overwritten. So I think I will just do I'll say if where statement is an empty string, then we do that, else it equals concatenated with and, which is exactly that. So now we can get rid of this, and I want to move this line down to here. And I'll want to do where statement equals, and then this will be where, and then I'll put the where statement in there. So let's see. So now, and then if I don't do anything, so I don't know, could you so this might be easier if I did a so, and then if I just do equals that and then question mark. So if that's true, then just keep it that way. But if it's not, it's equal to that. So now that works just fine. So and we could do the same thing here. We could do, well, if I just copy this line here. Except the other case is well, I suppose I could just do so then I should be able to get rid of that. Does that work? And if we do that, it should work. Oh. No. Because if it's in this case, then we want it, let me just go. Like that. Now we can, I'll just comment it out for now. So, now that works, excellent. So, we can ditch that. And now that makes it very easy to add oh wait, I've still got I should be able to get rid of this because all this is happening down there. And in fact, if I do have this, then I search for oh no, that does work. I don't know whether that works because it anyway should be able to get rid of that. So it works on just a search, search and a year, just a year and nothing. Excellent. So now what I want to do is I think we could probably do a similar ternary here that where statement equals and then that and then question mark. So if that's true, it's equal to that. Otherwise, it's equal to that. So let's see if that still works. That works. That works. That works. Let me just... Excellent. So that's much tidier. So now I want to add if $_ request, and then I want tag tag search. Oh, I should really use an underscore. Tag search not equals null. Then we want to actually, let me just check that the persisting logic on that is working. Yeah, that's all good. So if we've got something for the tag search, we want to do we basically want to do pretty much the same logic as here. So let me see. So where statement. Right, so instead of, let's do let me, oh. So tag search. Yes, that's fine. So explode with the ampersand, and then we don't need to worry about this. I mean, I think that's except we need a new in here. Search term to like tags. Okay. Except we then want to add it on. So we so let's do this. Let's do tag search statement, and then then we do this. So if it is blank, then we want it just to be tag search statement. Otherwise, we want it to be and tag like that. So let's see, test. Oh, and it works. Wow, that's excellent. So good. So now now we need to think about how to add them. So my idea is here in the tags, if we basically want to add a form, so so now what we're going to need to do is this ID is the paper ID. So what I think we want to do is in this statement do so what I think we should do is if so if I make a list of all of the things we actually use, so we have ID, tags, paper URL, page num, image path. Image path, date, page text. Okay, that's it for now. So what we can do here is in our statement, instead of, let me just check this still, that still works. Instead of all, we're going to want these. So why let's so we want to let's try what's the there's a thing that you can do just to make the errors show. I think I did that in the old version. Right. Let's see. So what's the? Let me just put that in here. Here. Undefined index. Graph text search. On line 21. Oh, is that? That's very bizarre. Oh, no, that's fine. Those are notices, not actual errors. Integrity constraint violation. ID field. Ah, right, okay. That's fine. So what we want here is we want image table dot ID as image, let's do graph ID. Oh, how do you display? We want errors, but not notices. Don't show warnings. Error. Let's try that. Ah, yes, much better. Because it's sort of expected that there'll be null. I don't know if... Is there a P8... there is an isNull function. So well, let's try isSet, because that says in the documentation, it says here, determine if a variable is declared and is different than null. Oh, no, it's not a method. Of course it isn't. Oh. Is set. So now if we switch back to the all, and then we can so num per page, but we don't have one for search. So I think that so what we can do here is, instead of if not null, just switch this out to is set. Which one did I change? Oh no, that's persist value. It was default val. So what I can do, if I can swap this round, I can do, because I think this makes more sense. If it is set, then we return the value. Once we do that, so what's number page? Default val. That's fine. So just you can change. I don't know why some of them still get errors, because num per page is going into default val and it's saying if it is set. So, but I'll go through and I can refactor those at some other point. For now, let's just switch back to errors only, and then here the ID, let's do graph ID, and that shows that there, and then that's unique for each one, which is fine. We'll keep showing that for now. So now what we want to do is to in each one do, let's see, this is going to be a tag form. Actually, let me just write the form separately. So let me form, and it is a post. So this is going to be what I want is must be let me see, because what I want to do is I want to keep all of the search terms when you go back, because what my plan is, or I could use the same page, but it seems easier to have another page to add. So the send current get parameters. Because I want to maintain them. It's not the end of the world. So that seems like it's different. Set action make request with a current parameter. Maybe you can send, let's see, request with form. Oh no, that's making a post request. Well, I suppose what I could do is if there was some way that I could make a submit button that was part of the same form there, or had all of the Oh, well, maybe this was. That's the URL. Yeah, I don't think that's quite what we want. So I suppose what. Just thinking. What happens if we just echo $_request? Could we just append that to the print R? No, that it needs a var dump. It just says. Oh, well, there's nothing in it anyway. Let me. Video exception. Oh. So print R does work. So I suppose what we could probably do is let me just try this. So this is action. Well, I'll just leave it on the same page for now, and then we want, let's just leave it as a get. Though I don't think it would make any difference, because I've just used $_request instead of $get or post. So then for the for this, if I do so how I want to we want the key and value. Right, so you just go have the arrow thing. So we want to go for each $_request as I'll just do key and value for now. Then let's do input here. So then this is going to be the name is going to be a key, and then we're going to have value equals equals $value, and then it just needs to echo that. So then I just need to echo, then I just need a submit button. Oh, no, I don't need to. I can do that outside of the PHP. So now this one just does it. So if we do, let me just do that to 1 or 0 even. Then we do view page source. Then we have excellent. So then and then actually if we change this to a post, let's do it should still work. Interesting. It should. Yeah. Anyway, so because if we do, yeah. So we want that, and then here we want an input type text. Oh, here we are. Input type text, and then name. We want we also need a so this is going to be hidden, and the name is, oh well, actually what I could do, I could do name, this is graph ID, and I could just put value, and then this is, for now I'm just going to echo 1. And then this is add tag. Where's don't know why I get a confirm form resubmission there, but sometimes I don't. Oh, I think it's only with post requests. I think that makes sense, because yes. Though interesting, if we change this to post, does it still? Oh. Oh, well, that's interesting to know, but I actually do want that to clear everything, so I'll just leave it like that. Okay. So now this should, if I do if we add at the beginning somewhere var dump, where are we, $_request, add tag, right, okay. So that's good. Comment that out for now. So next, we've got that. Now I want to make another page, which is add tag.php. And then this is, let's just do $_request for now, but we want on on this one here, I just does does it work with, oh no, that's not, does that work? Because that would be a lot easier. Yeah, if it is, make it clear. Right. So then what I want, let me go. Much better. Interestingly, it must, so if I'm, because it's putting in where page text like that, so it must be seeing this as, if I change this back to is not null, does that still happen? Yes. Well, how bizarre. Oh well. Doesn't matter. It doesn't seem to make any difference. So now in here, let's change the form to action. I want this to be add tag dot php. Excellent. So that's good, and then let's see, how do you do? Because what we want to do is we want to redirect the page So I think this will be fine. So we just do the database stuff first, and as long as there's no errors, then we do a redirect. But if there's an error, then we can stay. So let's do. So then let's do echo and do. Oh no, I don't think. It's just header and then location equals location, and then this is just going to be display .php. Oh. What is that? Oh, I need to put a dash in. So now I just need to so redirect URL equals, and then do for each $_request as key value. Then we want to do if $key not equal. It's add tag. Then what we want to do is, because if we look in here, we have the key equals value and then all stuck together with and. So let's do params equals an empty array, and then if it's not add tag, then redirect params. The next one, which is weird square bracket syntax, I think, equals, and then we want key equals value, and then we want key equals value, and then we want to do redirect. What did I call it before? URL. Oh yeah, I do that. URL equals display2.php, and then question mark. Oh no, we have to do it separately. Redirect. Get string equals, and this is going to be a join, and we want to join them with an ampersand, and that's going to be redirect params. I just find it annoying that I have 3 show up. Oh no, I have 2 show up. I'm not exactly sure why. I think it's different things doing them. Right, and then so this is going to be just put that in, and then this is going to be location. Oh, yeah, which is redirect URL. So now if we put gas and 2011 in, let me submit that, and let's say show text and graph search text, and we want to submit here, and that hasn't worked. Let's get rid of this and let's do echo redirect URL. Oh, okay. So nothing has shown up. So let's do var dump. Let's do redirect params. Search equals gas. Right, okay, so that seems fine. So let's do that. Oh, that's null. Why is that happening? Oh, that's why. And yes. So now, if we do that, excellent. So now every time we do this, it just takes us back to the same page. Excellent. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do function redirect, and then I'm going to stick that in there, and then I am going to stick that in there. So now if I go redirect, now this should work exactly the same. And indeed it does. Marvelous. So, so here in the add tag, I also am going to want database in it to set all the database stuff up. So what I want to do in here is, let me do PDO. Oh wait, I've forgotten now. What's this? So we want so we want, I'm just going to do statement equals $PDO, and then to prepare that, and so what we want to do, the first thing that we have to do is we have to get what's currently in the database. So we want to select tags from I will also put that in the database in it. So we want to, from image table, where ID equals yeah, I think that's it. And then we're going to want to, I'm going to switch off redirect for now. So we have the redirect, but then let me if I take this form and just comment that out for now, and comment that out as well. So this, let me, so this action is going to be display to, and I'll make that the default page, so then you can just go back to the root and that will work. Method get so here we don't need these two, but we do want to add in if it's because, and then if we do return, so now if we go submit here, then we should have a return button which takes us back to exactly where we were. Excellent. So what I'll then let me I need to, those ones need to be right. Let's just check that that still works. Ah, yes. Marvellous. So, what I can then do now if I'm doing this in PHP, there's no, I don't want to echo all of it. So, so if I do here, let me do hidden inputs equals that, and then I'll take this loop and I'll put it here, and I'll say hidden inputs. Can I go dot equals? Right. So then that will stick it on the end. So then what I should be able to do is echo, and I'll put this in here, and we want to get rid of everything between the PHP. But we want here hidden inputs. Let me comment that out, and let's see. Ah, yes, that still works. Excellent. So now I can get rid of that, and I can turn this into a function return button. And now if I do return a button, then that should go on here, return, excellent. So now I can cut this out of here, and I can stick that in there. And still works. Good. So now if there's an error, I can show the error and do the return button. And if there isn't, I can do that. Right. So the first thing that we need to do is we want to fetch this. So then we want to do fetch statement. We want to do execute. And ID, we want so how do we know whether or not to redirect? So actually does the header short circuit everything else is the question. The answer to which I do not know. But let's keep the return button there for now, and we can this way I suppose I can just do I can have a redirect variable which I set to true. Why don't I do that? So let me do redirect equals true. And then I can do if dollar redirect, do that, else return. we want to execute, and I'll call this false for now. So we want to execute it, and then we want to, this is going to be if is set $_request, and then this is going to be add tag. Yeah. No. I want graph ID is what I care about first. So if it's set, then do we want graph ID equals that. Oh, well, I suspect, so let me just check on header, because if it just does it immediately, so let me just check. There's still, yeah, that still works. Oh, I guess false works as well. Okay, so so if it's not set, then we don't want to do anything. Okay, for now, I think we're just going to assume that everything works fine. That the graph ID is there. Ooh. No, because I have to skip you there. So yes, we don't need that. We just need graph ID. Oh, I suppose we could just do that. So and then we want the fetch statement, and then we just do I think it's fetch statement fetch, and then we want to echo that. So let's see if that works. Right. Oh. Tags. The string test other things. So excellent, right. So that's what we want, because we need the existing tags to be able to add them. So what we... Oh, well, I suppose what I can do is I can just separate these all out into functions, and I can only each database call into a function. I'll just call it that. That makes life easy. Okay. So this I want. This is going to be current tags equals this, but we want JSON decode. And then we have tags to add equals current tags, and then how do you to merge arrays? Oh, that's just array merge. So then what we'll do is array merge, and we want current tags, and then we want is it explode? Yeah, we want explode, and then we want by commas explode that we want to take. Let me do if is set. This will be tag right. So that's fine. So let's do then, and then we want to do JSON encode. So let's try echo $tags to add. So then this should be, let's try null. So if we do tag 1, tag 2, that's bizarre. Okay, let's see. Let's do echo add tag. There we right, okay, so that's so that bit is fine, and then the current tags is working. So let's change this to a var dump, and get rid of that. That's still null. So let's just check that. So that that let me just current tags. So what we need to do is we need to go tags. That's why, I think. JSON decode. Yes, because we have test and other thing. Right, so then so this one we want to array merge, and then we want to JSON encode. So let's try again. String test, I think. Yes. So now let's don't need that. So we I can't remember how to do multicast with the keyboard. So instead of fetch, now this is add. So instead of that, we want so just like here we did update table and then set the column equals what and then where. So from image table where ID equals graph ID, and then here instead of that we want set we want update tags update image, yeah, then you want to set tags equal to, and then this is going to be let me do new tags, where, right, so then we want here, we want to be new tags goes to $new tags, and then graph ID is graph ID. So that looks good. I think that's it. So now if we refresh, and then we return, then they've gone through. So that's great. So that works to add them. But at some point I should think of a way to remove them, which I think will be fairly similar. It's just for the new tags, we just iterate through all of the old ones, and if or you do a subtraction. I don't know whether you can do that with PHP, but yeah, something like that. But for now, those are the things that we need to be defined. So what I think I will do is turn these into a function. So I'll just call this function add tags. Oh. I don't think I'll bother. I think what I will do is I will put this up here, and I'll say if this and this, doesn't need to. Oh, wait. If I then copy that, yes. So then I just put that up there, and then do that, and then I just put this down here, and then at the end here I'll do redirect equals true. So then if there's an, let me, so gas test 2022. Oh no, let's try that. That had that's strange. This should have oh, maybe it doesn't if I no, it works, okay. That's fine. So these are all of the, so now it's only that one. So then if we do submit, nothing, but if we do test 3, then that's added, excellent. So, but now if something goes wrong here, for example, I set this to be ID. Now, there we are. Oh, it. So really I'd want to catch that because I still want my, I suppose you could always go back, but okay. Because for example, actually I do think we need to set it to be true as the default. And then, for example, if, and then we want length, how do you get the length of the string? Get length of string. Oh, strlen. Okay. str len of new tags is greater than 255, then we want to go echo too many tags, and then set redirect equals false. So now if I do, this is a very long tag which I don't think the database will have enough space for, as it can only store 255 characters at the moment, though this could be increased. Oh wait. So, okay. Oh. Data too long. Ah, but it doesn't break out. So actually what I will want to do is I want to go return button there. And then I'll just, but I will, so now if I, then my return button does work. Okay. So now what I want, I'll do that again. So get rid of all the extra test ones put in. But I mean 255 should be plenty. Too many tags. Okay, so I think the adding is fine for now. Now we just need this form needs to happen for every everything. So so what I think I will do is I'll make a function to spit these out. So what I want to do is we go up to here, and I want to right, so I go and then I want to replace those ones. So then I'm gonna need to, so let me just go HP and then here. So then this PHP so then we want to echo this out there. So I'll just do hidden inputs equals that, and then instead of this I just do inputs and then just append them on. And then just on here go to hidden inputs. Right. So then I need to do here, I need to do graph ID equals 1, and then in here I do graph ID. Let's refresh this and submit. That that's not ideal. So what we'd want to do is filter out any ones that are the same or that are white space. So here, when we have the current tags, so before we do the encoding, we want to if graph ID add tag, and then we also want and well, I suppose what I could do is I could do here if $_ request and then add tag equals that, then echo what do you want? Echo no new tag provided, and then you want to return button, and then we want to put else there. So now if we do that, so let's do the file dump, and that's very bizarre. Why tag tag. So why doesn't it say if it equals string 0. We could try oh, double equals. Try again. Ah, no need tag provided. Excellent. So now if we keep doing that, it doesn't do that. Excellent. Let me just write that again. Okay. So oh, that's not what I want. So I was just curious now if we alright, so I do need to do redirect equals false. So now it does that, no new tag provided. Excellent. So that's looking pretty good. So then we should be able to as a function which is add tag table, which takes a graph ID, graph ID. So comment that out. So then all actually I want to return that. So then all I need to do is stick this in we have tags and then let's do tag table equals add tag table, and then this is going to be $ID, and then we just put $tag table in here. So let's try again. So tag 1, tag 2. Excellent. So now if we have a thing. So we just want to now I'd want to change width of text in input. Oh, can you just do size? Oh, that's convenient if you can. So label. Okay, let's just try that. So this is the function type, and then let's do size equals 20. I'm not really. Oh, that doesn't seem to have changed anything. Let's make it really big. Oh no, that has. That's certainly a lot bigger across the entire page. If we let's try 10. That looks a lot better. And let's see, graph 2. Oh, let's see. Works for that one. Doesn't work for that one. That's very bizarre. That's I wonder why that is. If I let's see. If I try that, and then I do test and I submit that. Let me just try doing it directly through. So it is working there. So something very bizarre is happening. So let's go to here. Let's var dump the request again. Let's try that. So now if we do that, we'll get to here. Graph ID. Yeah, but if I go back to here and I comment this out, submit that, then I get graph ID equals 1. And if I go down here, I get graph ID equals 4. And graph 1, if I then go back and refresh, so that one works, but if I do that one, let's try number. Oh, it doesn't work if they don't have anything already. Right, I see. Okay, so what in here? Let's can get rid of the var dump, that's fine. We just want to, instead we want to var dump the current tags. Right, I see now. So then if we go on here, let me just for now it's convenient. Let's try this one. No, okay, that makes. So that means when we try and do the new tags and we array merge, then so what I think we want to do is do if, and then current tags. So if it is set, then we just do that. Else, new tags is just going to equal. This, except we don't want the array merge with that, we just want the explode. Right, so now if we go back down to here, let's go back down to and do tests. Test, okay. So now I want to go down here, so now if I do test, submit, and then I go down, yes. Now I don't know how to keep your position on the page. That is trickier without Ajax, I think. But you could definitely do that in. But maybe I'll remake this in Svelte as a project one day. Okay. So that's not what I want to do. I want to set tags equal to null. So now, if there are no tags, but if I do test here, then that shows up. Excellent. So now what I want to do is in here, I want to I want to get rid of duplicate tags. How much does that matter? So how do you do it? Because basically what I want to do is I want to halt So what I suppose I can do is I can just check, because there might be multiple tags. Let me see, we want PHP make array unique. Array unique. Oh, I don't know why. Oh, I suppose that's. So what I'll do is I'll just do new tags equals array unique new tags. Oh wait, no. So if I get rid of the JSON encode, and then I do here JSON encode array unique new tags. So now if I go test on here, it should do nothing. If I do test2, just adds it once. Oh, that's very good. So I think that's pretty much it. So now if we should also be able to do if you go test in there as well, we can go test, but then we can go test and other thing, and now only that one comes up. So I think that's really good. I think, well, I hope that will be a useful addition. Don't know. Can you make the submit button go on in a new line? It doesn't really matter. But yes. Oh, what I will do is I will put. Where are we? Where did I? Where's this function? Ah, yes. This function I will put in here. So, and then if I do test, that pops up. Okay. So excellent. I think that's all working. So I think that's it for today. It's been a bit of a long one. It's taken longer than I thought it would to do this, but it's done, and I think that will be a useful feature. I've got more plans. I want to do some more work on Compactor. I've also got an idea to make a crate to do automatic memoization. So if you write, this is in Rust, you write a function and then you can just put a macro above it and it will automatically turn it into a memoized version. And so you just put in the you write a function completely normally, and then it does all of the caching and memoization in the background. So I think that would be a really neat thing. So subscribe if you want to see that, and I will see you next time. Bye!